Let's just be honest, so many big games released last month that there's no way we had the time or the money to play them all.
The way I see it, that's one of the biggest problems facing our society today, the lack of sufficient time and funds to play all of the games.
Well, if you're like the rest of us and you missed some of February's big releases, here are a few you'll definitely want to pick up and check out.
First up, let's battle some crime as agents of justice in Crackdown 3.
It's been 12 years since Crackdown first introduced us to its unique and signature style of open-world sandbox destruction, and it's been over 8 years since Crackdown 2 released. Now, in the first Crackdown entry developed for Xbox One, we're headed to the futuristic island paradise of New Providence, which happens to be home to some not-so-nice people.
Yeah, honestly, that's putting it mildly. It's a good thing your agent has super skills and an armory of weapons at their disposal, because you're going up against some criminals, gangs, and even the sinister mega corporation known as Terra Nova Worldwide. Stopping them isn't going to be easy, though, but it is going to be a lot of fun, even if the city gets destroyed in the process.
Yeah, I mean, when you're throwing cars around at enemies, you might end up destroying some buildings, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it.
One of the coolest things about Crackdown 3 is the verticality of the city. Exploration isn't limited to city streets, and you can also ascend massive buildings, which adds a really interesting dynamic to the gameplay, whether you're playing solo or co-op. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Spider-Man. Obviously, Spider-Man's running up walls all the time, and games like Saints Row as well. And I just really, really love that you can explore the city in such a unique way.
Yeah, and you're really taking Sandbox to the next level by taking advantage of every area you possibly can, which is really cool. So in addition to the solo campaign and co-op, you can also check out a brand new mode called Wrecking Zone. Put your skills to the test as destruction becomes your weapon against your rivals in an all-new multiplayer competition.
The next game we're going to talk about also takes place in the future, just not nearly as far in the future. It's Far Cry New Dawn.
Yes, it has been 17 years since a nuclear catastrophe devastated the U.S., and now we're headed back to Hope County, Montana for a whole new standalone adventure that's both a spin-off and a narrative sequel to Far Cry 5.
This time around, you'll face a new menace, a vicious group of scavengers called the Highwaymen, led by the ruthless twin sisters Mickey and Lou. But you won't just be fighting to survive, you'll also be battling for resources.
Yes, and you're going to need them because Far Cry New Dawn introduces light RPG elements to the series for the first time. So you'll build and invest in your home base, recruit specialists, craft and upgrade guns, and fight against enemies of different ranks.
Yeah, and I really like what they've added to the series in this way. It's just, it really mixes things up a bit, and it's fun to be able to build your base. It's really satisfying to see it grow and to add things to it, to get access to new things, and I just really, really love the new elements.
And it's so fitting for Far Cry. It's perfect.
Yeah, and it's very satisfying when you're exploring areas to find everything there and complete the area. It's just, it's rewarding. Yeah. So that might sound like a lot of changes, but this is still Far Cry, and many of the things we loved about Far Cry 5 are back, like guns and things for hire, co-op gameplay, and open world exploration on foot or by vehicle. There are even some familiar characters making a return in New Dawn. So I personally really love the game's environment. That's something that really kind of surprised me when I started up this game, because when you think post-apocalyptic, you think like grim and dark and kind of scary, but this world is beautiful. The water looks stunning. There's pretty pink flowers everywhere. It was a kind of a nice change of pace for something that's in the apocalypse.
It's gorgeous.
And everyone's dying.
All right, so there is one more game we want to talk about, and this one is also a post-apocalyptic adventure that changes up the formula of its predecessors, Metro Exodus.
This entry has players venturing out of the metro tunnels beneath Moscow and out into the dangerous, irradiated, and incredibly beautiful wilderness of Russia.
Now, this is a deep, story-driven adventure that packs the combat you'd expect from a first-person shooter and even ups the intensity by mixing in elements of stealth and survival horror. You'll explore a massive, non-linear world through a narrative that will carry you over the changing seasons of a year and across an entire continent.
Yeah, play as whichever character you'd like and interact with the world however you choose. Just be careful because your choices will have serious consequences. You see, you're not alone in this journey, as you'll have your comrades along with you, but in a world this dangerous, not everyone is going to survive.
Yes, I'm in the middle of this game right now, and I wasn't entirely sure what to expect because I haven't really played much Metro before, but I am hooked, and I just think that I'm so impressed that such a realistic feeling shooter has such a good story, and I'm getting really attached to the characters too, which is great. So depending on how you choose to play, there are multiple possible endings you could experience, but as the game's creative director has stated, there is no right ending and there is no wrong ending. You will get the ending you deserve.
That is very intense.
That's a lot of pressure. I'm nervous about it.
It is, me too. So since all of these games released last month, it's worth checking with a guest advisor to see if pre-owned copies are available. The games play exactly the same, but you'll save yourself a few bucks, and even more if you're a PowerUp Rewards Pro member.
Now, if you're going to play Crackdown 3, Far Cry New Dawn, or Metro Exodus, you might want to consider stepping up your headset game.
We've got a couple of HyperX headsets right here that can help you do exactly that. Let's start by talking about the HyperX design philosophy.
Yeah, so every HyperX headset is built with 3 things in mind. You've got comfort, durability, and sound. And their goal is to make headsets that are comfortable to wear for hours on end, that are made to last with flexible metal frames and a 2-year warranty.
Yeah.
And that deliver full rich sound. I mean, look at this. They are stretchy, they're not breaking, it's incredible.
That's flexibility if I've ever seen it. So with all of those things in mind, it's kind of hard to believe that the HyperX Cloud Stinger Core is only $39.99.
Yeah, that is insane. So this is a great entry-level headset that was created with console gamers in mind, but it can be used with any device that has a 3.5mm headphone jack. It features 40mm drivers and closed cup design to keep you in the game and provide great sound.
It weighs less than half a pound, and it features soft cloth ear cushions, so it's super comfortable to wear. And it offers a flexible, adjustable mic, as well as inline audio controls that allow you to easily adjust volume.
And again, this headset is built with durability in mind. It features an adjustable steel slider in the headband, whereas most other headsets use plastic, which can wear out and break. Now, that's a pretty impressive list of features for a headset that's just $39.99.
Yeah, so if you want even more features and higher quality sound, but you don't want to completely break the bank, you should check out the HyperX Cloud Core Pro.
For sure. This one is still pretty affordable at $69.99 and well worth it when you consider all of the benefits you get for that price. The first thing I want to point out is that the Cloud Core Pro is truly optimized for comfort with memory foam ear cushions and a leatherette padded headband.
It also really delivers seriously immersive audio by pairing large 53mm drivers with a closed ear cushion cup design that provides passive noise cancellation. This headset sounds great and really keeps you in the game.
And the Cloud Core Pro swaps out that steel frame for a solid, durable, lightweight aluminum frame.
Yeah, and the mic on this headset also packs some serious upgrades. It transmits clear, loud audio, it features noise cancellation, and it's even TeamSpeak and Discord certified. This is a great headset for communicating with friends in team-based games, but the mic is also fully detachable, so it's a great headset for personal use when you're on the go as well.
To check out both of these headsets and a ton of other great HyperX products, talk to a guest advisor at your local GameStop store or check out GameStop.com/HyperX.
It's time for us to take a quick break, but GameStop TV will be right back.